Hello, everybody. Uh, Welcome back. I'm Joey Homicide, and I guess this is the start of my YouTube channel, kind of. I did one other video about another car, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, just kind of a quick, short video. Repairing, like, cracks in Lexan, or, yeah, your car bodies. So I just wanted to show you how I've been fixing these. And this is my wife's car, but got a crack here in the bumper, a couple others down here. So the first thing is, with any of those cracks, you want to stop them from spreading any further, which, as long as there's a straight line, that's going to create a stress spot, and that that crack will continue on. So what you want to do is you want to stop the crack from spreading further by making a round hole at the end of that. So I've been using like this dremel with this fine little grindy tip to actually drill out a hole, make it smooth around the inside. That way there's not a stress spot that the crack can continue on. And then my next step, well, you want to make sure everything's clean where you've, where your crack is. You want to make sure there's no dirt in there. But then I've been using this Testors Clear Parts Cement and Window Maker. Initially, when I did this the first time, I was actually just looking for like some CA glue or super glue to glue things back together, and I couldn't find any of that. But I had this from a little model kit, and I figured I'd give it a shot. And since then, it's been kind of my go-to in terms of fixing the bodies. But yeah, right here, this one's kind of rough. I actually got a few, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a few spots where this crack is trying to spread. So we're gonna see if we can drill this out. Also, it's not a fancy Dremel by any means. It's a little Harbor Freight $10 doodad that I got years ago. Get her started here. There we go. And pardon the awesome sound that makes. Let's see. We got another little spot right here on the side that's trying to spread out too as well. Just like that. Once it goes, there's like a hot knife through butter. Let's see, got this one over here. Remove any sort of burr along the edge there. So this is my first time trying to do this with a camera or anything. So the rest of you guys that do this stuff all the time, making these videos, I give you props, because it's a little hard to work like this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it just looks rough. Start to cracks, sort it out and stop. Actually, there's two more little ones here. Boom. Bottom edge. Actually, maybe a little easier to see here. Alright, any of you guys that recognize this car body will know that it's not a super fancy or expensive car. Some of you may wonder why I'm fixing it, but you know what? I like this car. It's fun to drive. It's a lot of fun just zipping around with it, and I want to make it last. So, figure repair the holes now before the whole body cracks apart. Probably as good as it's gonna get. So, enough with the dremel. And I'm sure that if somebody was real die hard about this, wanted to make it look even better, they'd probably, I don't know, maybe put some sort of tape or something along the front, fill in that hole. This stuff seems like it'd work pretty good for it though. It kind of creates its own clear plastic here. See if I can do this on camera. Let's start with the big one. So, kind of spread the crack apart as I'm putting this in, just so I make sure and get along that edge. All right. Also, much harder to do on camera than off camera. So once again, the rest of you guys that do this stuff all the time, I appreciate you. Also, I'm sure that other folks got better methods for doing this. This is just what I've been doing. Alright, so this one's a little bit rough because it doesn't really want to stay together. So I might have to find some tape on that. Alright, well, move on to gluing this other hole. Anyway, this stuff does look a little milky white as it comes out, but when it dries up, it is perfectly clear, which makes it a good option for this. Oof. Yeah, you see it's a little bit milky looking sitting on there. And I say to wipe off any excess as soon as you're done. For this, I'm actually going to leave a thicker bead of it here. Just to kind of help strengthen that. This stuff's a little different. It's kind of, I don't know, it definitely dries into a clear plastic. It doesn't seem to have quite like that melting effect like super glue has. So it doesn't exactly melt the plastic back together, but it's almost like a new layer of plastic going on top. It's actually held up really well. So just gonna let that one sit to dry. And I actually have another car here that I've fixed this with in the past. show you guys what it looks like when it's cured up. Here, this body, you can see right here, kind of crack up. Of course, if I turn the light like this, you can see the not smoothness. Like, as long as the light's not glaring off it like that, like you really can't see it. It disappears on the inside. You can see where it's. You can see where it's on there. It's maybe a little yellowish looking, but it's held up. It's not cracked or anything after fixing that, and you know, I've ran this car a good handful of times after that. So yeah, anyway, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I'm sure you guys got other methods as well, but maybe this will help somebody who's trying to fix a crack in their RC body or keep it from running anymore. Anyway, rock on, have fun, and until next time.